Sometime soon, this man could walk into your life and make you a millionaire. This man is Herb. Now that Herb loves the Whopper, he's visiting a Burger King in every state. Study the Herb poster, because the first person to spot Herb in each restaurant wins $5,000, and everybody there gets a chance at $1 million and a free Whopper and Pepsi. Spot Herb at Burger King and win $5,000 and a chance at $1 million.
His father's an engineer. His father's in sales. His father's a doctor. So's his mother. The parents of these kids have very different jobs, goals, and needs. But no matter who they are or what they do, when Dean Witter helps them manage their investments, they're all treated the same way. They're treated special. 'Cause everybody is somebody at Dean Witter. A member of the Sears Financial Network.
If you're waiting to buy a personal computer, you may have questions about power, expandability, and dollars and cents. For the complete answer, take a close look at IBM. An IBM PC runs thousands of programs, expands easily, and prices are better than ever. So don't wait. Once you take the first step, the rest come easy. IBM Personal Computers.
Since I'm sitting this one out, how about after the Super Bowl, you and I have a little romance?
After the game, I'm getting my laughs from the last precinct.
This is the new Ford Taurus, Motor Trend Car of the Year. Taurus is more than just a new Ford product. It's the product of a new Ford philosophy. A belief that engineering and design should set trends, not follow them. Being named Car of the Year says a lot about Taurus, but perhaps more significantly, it says even more about Ford.
Apache. There's nothing hotter in the air or on the ground for Jack Holt, Army crew chief.
The Apache's got advanced everything, like a TV for target acquisition. The gunner aims just by moving his head. Talk about hot. This bird can make tracks at 200 miles an hour. Now that's cool. No, that's hot. Find your future in the Army.
When it all comes together. Watch out, McDonald's new McDLT.
I hate to drive in the rain.
Really? That's when I trust my Michelins the most.
Michelins? You think they're worth it?
Even when the weather's fine, I'm glad I got Michelin tires.
I'd rather save the money.
Well, some things in life are more important.
Could we take your car to pick up the kids?
I insist.
Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
The conqueror who brought Russia to its knees and then lifted it up into the modern world. Peter the Great, next Sunday.
Well, one curiosity has been resolved. The headband says Juvenile Diabetes Foundation Cure. Jim McMahon, but the Adidas, the commercial representation, is still around his neck, and of course that cost the Bears $5,000 earlier in the year and provoked the Roselle headband. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, we present Grammy Award winner Wynton Marsalis to play our national anthem. meet the stars of Super Bowls past when we return after these messages from your local station.
Clear.
So that people understand.
Accurate.
We'll be right on the money with it.
Fair.
I just wanted to call and check.
When you need news, you need NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
This is a beer that's everything a fine imported beer ought to be. It's brewed with all natural ingredients, the way fine imported beers are brewed. Bottled in tall green glass, the way fine imported beers are bottled. This is Rolling Rock Premium Beer, brewed by the Latrobe Brewing Company and imported in bottles and cans from Latrobe, PA.
Approach control, I'm taking it home. I'll see you later.
Roger.
Of all the sports cars in its class, only Mitsubishi makes one with an intercooled turbocharged engine. Four-wheel disc brakes and race car stands for handling. Starion ESIR. You don't see a sports car like this every day. And with so few available, you probably won't.
Mitsubishi.
Starion ESIR.
Nice approach, Roger.
Book 'em, Dano. Hawaii 5-0, weekday afternoons at 4.
From molten steel and a fiery imagination, Nissan forges the most important truck advance in 25 years, the hard bodies. A new line of fuel-injected trucks with the most power of any leading standard compact. Or choose the only 3-liter V6 available in the class. Here's Nissan's widest track, biggest cargo box, and roomiest cab ever. Hard bodies. You need a hard body. The name is Nissan.
At UPS, we wash our planes so often, our competitors think we're obsessive. But keeping our planes clean reduces wind drag, which saves us thousands of tons of jet fuel each year. And it's obsessiveness like this that lets us deliver next-day air usually for half what other companies charge. Besides, we happen to like our planes clean. UPS, we run the tightest ship in the shipping business.
To you, it's a major office complex. To us at Johnson Controls, it's keeping 68,000 people warm or cool. To you, it's a small office building. To us, it's an updated energy management and maintenance program that pays for itself. To you, it's the Superdome. To us, it's handling one of the biggest computerized lighting jobs ever. We're at work in over 500 cities around the world, creating a better climate for business. Give us a call.
This is the home of the world-famous Clydesdales. It's a symbol of a long tradition of quality that goes into making Budweiser. Along with the finest ingredients and beechwood aging, Budweiser is brewed with a special touch of care and pride. No other brewer has such a tradition of quality to live up to. But then, no other brewer makes the king of beers. After all, this Bud's for you.
When those that are kept apart finally come together, it's not just good, it's fantastic. McDonald's new McDLT.
Change. It's part of doing business. Now there's a Watts line that keeps up with change. It automatically adjusts to give you our maximum savings on every call. And that's guaranteed. Just like change. Advanced Watts from GTE Sprint. When you've got Sprint, you've got the future on the line.
NBC Sports presentation of Super Bowl 20 is brought to you by Nissan. Test drive the all-new Nissan truck hardbodies at your Nissan Datsun dealer now. By Budweiser, Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. For all you do, this Bud's for you. And by John Hancock Financial Services, meeting today's needs with a broad range of financial products.
So the Patriots have done something.
You just paid $10,000 for a new pickup. Your neighbor did too. Your neighbor bought a Duraliner. You didn't. Now, which truck do you wish was yours? Without Duraliner? With Duraliner. Duraliner's the world's #1 selling truck bed liner because you can't find tougher truck protection anywhere. See your truck dealer. Duraliner. The first name in lasting truck protection.
I know where it is. Know just where to go. Oh, hurry up, Mom. Why are you so slow? There's more for your life at Sears. Unfortunately, the car has 4 tires. We don't need any more. Oh, no. Now what's she stopping for? There's more for your life at Sears. Here's a brand new phone that's calling you. Hey, Mom. What about me? Levi's looks and Arnie Kula call. Now who is she? Weren't we gonna shop for me? We're almost there. Here's what I like. It took so long, but here's my life. There's more for your life.
Come celebrate Sears' 100th anniversary. See all the ways we've changed and all the ways we haven't.
More for my life at Sears.
The gathering of the world's great figure skaters, Olympic gold medalist Scott Hamilton, Robin Cousins, and dance sensation Torville and Dean. The World Professional Figure Skating Championships, Sunday, February 9th on NBC Sports World. America loves its sports, NBC style.
Move into sculpted steel, the boldest new truck idea in 25 years. Nissan presents the hard bodies, styling that sets new standards. All cabs are Nissan's roomiest ever, shaped around you with dramatically improved visibility. Work out Nissan's full line of fuel-injected compact trucks.
Hard bodies, you need a hard body.
The name is Nissan.
On a typical day, companies transmit about 50 million packets of computer information over the Telenet data network, which is the equivalent of over 1 million typewritten pages. You see, Telenet helps many of the top companies manage vital information, everything from inventories to financial records. Imagine sending this much information in a day without an error. G. No, GTE.
This is my Uncle Ebenezer, a small businessman who still has his first dollar, his last dollar, and everything in between.
Not true. I just bought a Minolta personal copier. It's inexpensive and it saves money. My copies cost a lot less than they would with most other personal copiers.
So you're getting rid of your old copier?
Darn right. You, out.
The new EP50 personal copier, only from the mind of Minolta.
Meet the guys of the last precinct.
Mel, I used to be a guy.
Alphabet, Calcutta Vice, top crime buster.
And I'm Captain Rob Wright, leader of the Raid, the refrigerator of the last precinct.
Night train, lion of devastation.
The king. What's happening, baby? Right. Expensive.
I'm the captain.
Meet the last precinct team following the game.
So it's tied at 3 here early in the game, and the Patriots, a running team. They only threw 12 times against Miami in the Chiefs.
Never felt older in my life. Yesterday, I was a football player. Today, I'm retired. How do I want to be remembered? As a good father, as a good husband, and that's it. That's life, and that's what life is.
Great moments in sports are here on NBC.
Our tradition covers the sports world.
for all the world to see. So when America watches sports, it turns to NBC. America loves its sports. America. NBC style. America loves its sports. America. NBC style.
Mildred Taylor, out of the fighting city of Philadelphia, comes one of the most exciting of all the 84 gold medalists. He's impressive. Taylor throws stinging jabs with crisp right crosses. Mildred Taylor battles Rockin' Robin Blake live next Sunday on NBC Sports World.
Kept apart finally come together. It's not just good, it's fantastic. McDonald's new McDLT.
When the Los Angeles airport wanted automated energy management and fire alarm systems, Johnson Controls did it. When St. John's Hospital, Gloria Marshall's, and Nichols State University wanted to control their heating and cooling maintenance costs, Johnson Controls did it. You know how they all paid for it? Out of energy savings. We're at work in over 500 cities around the world, creating a better climate for business. Give us a call.
Give me a light.
That's not correct, Steve. Don't just ask for a light beer.
Come on, give me a light.
You asked for it, Steve.
Bud Light!
Yes, Steve. Bud Light. The light beer with the first name and taste.
Don't just ask for a light.
Bud Light, because everything else is just a light, Steve.
NBC Sports presentation of Super Bowl 20 is brought to you by UPS. Whether it's for overnight delivery of packages or letters, UPS runs the tightest ship in the shipping business. By Duraliner, the first name and lasting truck protection. And by McDonald's, it's a good time for the great taste.
Dick Enberg with Merlin.
Introducing the UPS Next Day Air Pack. It's made of 100-micron waterproof, tear-proof polyolefin, just like our competition's. It has a hot melt adhesive flap with peel-off release, just like our competition's. The only difference is most of our competition charges twice as much. Either they're paying way too much for their envelopes, or you're paying way too much for their service. UPS, we run the tightest ship in the shipping business.
Teamwork is what built America. And now teamwork has come to American banking. Local savings institutions bringing you banking nationwide, yet keeping decisions close to home. For banking that's powerful and personal, team up with us, the member near you of First Nationwide Network.
Cheese, glorious cheese. So sumptuous and luscious. Cheese, marvelous cheese. Makes everything scrumptious. What else is so versatile? Real cheese is always a hit. It's cheese, marvelous cheese, versatile cheese, glorious cheese.
Make your meal sing with real cheese.
The lover who transformed a backward nation into modern Russia and made a peasant woman a queen, Peter the Great, next Sunday.
A certain American institution allows their people only Coke and Pepsi, which means they're sentenced to a life of Coke and Pepsi. But there'll always be some people who'll go out of their way for the taste of RC Cola. A taste that's unrestrained. Yes, some people will go out of their way for the taste of RC. But sometimes they go too far.
And here's big life insurance news.
Hey, John, your competition.
Now,
Snack time.
Outstanding coverage
John,
that you can
just
afford.
move over.
Introducing Comp Life from Northwestern Mutual Life, a revolutionary new policy series that combines the low cost of term with cash value buildup, and you choose the premiums. Comp Life, an even tougher act to follow from the leader in whole life, the Quiet Company.
John, can you sell that? No.
Only a Northwestern Mutual agent can do that.
When you're dealing with higher volumes of information and need answers fast, you search everywhere for solutions, but find it hard to get on top of things. That's why IBM created the personal computer AT, with the power to push high performance even higher. With the AT, fast becomes faster, and the capacity to handle data becomes greater, all to help put your business on solid ground. The IBM personal computer AT for advanced technology.
America loves its sport. America. Across the land, a tradition stands of sports and NBC. America loves its sport. America, NBC style.
Sometime soon, this man could walk into your life and make you a millionaire. This man is Herb. Now that Herb loves the Whopper, he's visiting a Burger King in every state. Study the Herb poster, because the first person to spot Herb in each restaurant wins $5,000, and everybody there gets a chance at $1 million and a free Whopper and Pepsi. Spot Herb at Burger King and win $5,000 and a chance at $1 million.
This is the dawn of Discover.
The Discover card.
Now you have a brighter day in store.
In this world, you're always reaching for something better. You work a little harder, and you aim a little higher. Because the higher you aim, the bigger the payoff should be. It should be, and it is, with the Discover card. It costs you nothing to get and pays you back with real dollar dividends and a high-interest savings account that gives you a whole new way to look at your money, your future, your life.
A way to save, a way to find that bright tomorrow. The Discover card can put your dreams inside. This is the dawn. This is the dawn. The dawn of Discover. The Discover card. The Discover card puts money in a whole new life.
From a member of Sears Financial Network.
Let's see if we can hear what they're saying down on the field.
I hope they don't talk to me too long after the Super Bowl, because I want to watch the last precinct.
I know.
Atlantis 100, because 2/3 of the Earth is covered with water.
All right, Dick, thanks very much. The 20-point lead for the Bears matches the biggest halftime margin in Super Bowl history. Super Bowl 16, San Francisco led Cincinnati 20-0 at the half. It became closer before game's end, but the 49ers did go on to win the Super Bowl. You want to stretch the imagination a little bit, and I'm not trying to say that the Patriots have been anything other than completely outclassed, but if Stanley Morgan catches that slant early for the TD, and if Don Blackman comes up with the interception on the next series, maybe they get a 14-0 lead. Maybe it's a different game. As it is now, this Bear juggernaut is completely clobbering a good football team, the New England Patriots, champions of the AFC. A look at some of the highlights. Walter Payton looks like he can begin getting sized for his Super Bowl ring, and this is 11th year in the NFL. It was his fumble that set up the Tony Franklin field goal early. Kevin Butler matched that. And then the fumble off the Richard Dent hit recovered by Dan Hampton as Tony Eason coughed it up. Winning with a smile, that's been the Bear way. And so Mike Ditka goes with the refrigerator, who looks to throw a pass. Nobody is open. He's stopped. About a half dozen Patriots jump on him, and then tempers flare. They settle for another Butler field goal and a lead of 6-3. But Craig James fumbles on the next series. The Bears have it back, and Matsui had a good first half, goes 11 yards for the touchdown that gives them a lead at 13-3. And then, with the lead, they can really unleash the pass rush. They're all over Tony Eason. It's Otis Wilson who had predicted a shutout, and he may not be far from wrong in on this sack. Following that play and that series, Eason is replaced by Steve Grogan at quarterback, minus 19 yards offensively in the first half for the Patriots, just one first down. Ahmad.
Richard Dent has been all over everywhere. I talked to him before the game, and he told me that the only way they could have a successful season, even though they had a great record, is to win the Super Bowl. If they keep up the intensity they had the first half, I'd say they're halfway there. As far as the Patriots, in the 3 playoff games, they've been able to overcome some adversity, but I think they may be in over their heads at this point.
Axe, what do you say?
I love your Candide kind of logic. Voltaire would be proud. Pastors has come up with a way that New England could have 14 points. If New England had 14, the final score would be 30-14. We are looking at men against boys.
Well, strong commentary by Pete Axtell. Well, we'll see you for the post-game show. I'll be in the winner's locker room, and I'm tiptoeing toward the Bears' side right now. Ahmad Rashad will talk with the losers. Dick Enberg will take us through the halftime and the second half. Dick?
All right, Robert, as they set up for the Up With America halftime spectacular. First, you know, one of the elements of this great country of which we are all proud is the fact that we cheer the underdog. We love the underdog in the United States, and so it is that there's a project developing now. And let's learn about it. The following message is furnished by Hands Across America, a national project of USA for Africa.
Hi, I'm Bill Cosby.
Oh, we know that.
We know that. Okay. We're all here together for something important for America, right?
On Sunday, May 25th, 1986, 6 million Americans will join hands to form a continuous chain 4,000 miles across our country from Los Angeles to New York. It will raise millions of dollars to fight hunger and homelessness in America.
Now, we need your hands. Hand to hand, person to person, neighbor to neighbor in America for America.
And this is the reason we're going to do it. Sharon and Tommy and Lynette and Davy. There are millions of kids in America who go to bed hungry every night. And there are thousands more without a decent place to sleep in communities all across our country.
And that's why we're going to get together for Hands Across America. Think of what we can do with our own hands.
Last year, we were all moved by We Are the World, and together we raised millions for African famine relief. But now we're going to get together for America. Imagine what it will be like on May 25th. Families and friends and neighbors joining together all across the country. It will be one of America's proudest moments. Hands Across America will be the biggest community event in the history of the world. It's a great American dream, but only you can make it real. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
So won't you join us Sunday, May 25th, 1986, Hands Across America.
We need you. Please lend a hand.
That's right. Join hands. This is about 40 miles right here. We just have to stretch it out, right?
Just have to stretch it out. Thank you, Bill Cosby and Lily Tomlin. What an event that will be. We understand that while it serpentines its way across the United States, it will even go through baseball parks and through city buildings on its way from Los Angeles to New York. And those children were homeless youngsters from New York, and NBC will sponsor them, make sure they're in the project. When we come back, GTE and the NFL will present a very special halftime feature after these words from your local station.
From here on in, the name of the game is passing.
Running.
It's Eason and McMahon.
It's running.
Listen, I've been there twice.
Yeah, well, this year you're home, sweetie.
Hey, the last precinct is coming up. It'll give you a few laughs.
Off the field for a change.
Got your feet on the ground, but your eyes are on the sky. Want your dreams to take off and fly. Let all your plans take wing. Go where you set your sights. We will help you. We will help you reach those heights. Soar like eagles. Put our strength to work for you. Anchor Boston.
A clogged fuel injector can make your car slow, sluggish, unresponsive. But only 2 tankfuls of advanced formula Mobile Super Unleaded can actually start to unclog fuel injectors. To give your car a new injection of power. Mobile Super Unleaded, high octane, with a plus.
Hello? Dad, what's up? My grades? Sounds like a bad connection.
What if you could lower your monthly phone bills
No, Dad, I'd really love to talk to you.
without lowering the sound quality of your phone calls?
But you probably can't hear me.
When you've got Sprint,
You can.
you can. You've got the future on the line.
Watch Lottery Live, Monday through Saturday at 7:55.
As we continue our celebration of the Super Bowl's 20th anniversary, we are proud to dedicate the halftime spectacular today to the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This show is produced by Up With People, the international, educational, and cultural program which has played a big part in the pageantry of the Super Bowl for many years and is represented here by 600 young men and women from 22 countries and 35 states. 4 Up With People casts staged their Super Bowl rehearsals on 3 continents, places as diverse as the medieval cobblestone city square of Bruges in Belgium, a rain-soaked field in the shadow of Hawaii's Diamond Head, and the Great Wall of China, where they practiced in a snowstorm. We feel it's especially fitting that they are performing today because it is the energy and dynamism of young people and their belief in the future that best reflect Martin Luther King's dream, a dream in which there's room for everyone. And now, Up With People. The future is all around us. It's the players on the field, the kid in the stands dreaming of being out there himself someday. It's a feeling that's hard to describe, and when you can't say it with words, you can always say it with your feet.
I've got something I want to say, but the words are getting in the way. Ain't gonna worry, 'cause I know everything's okay. Gonna be talking, ooh yeah. Talking with my feet. I've got a tingle down in my shoes, a crazy itch that I just can't lose. My soul's a singing as I'm strutting down the street. I'm talking with my feet. Gonna be talking, talking with my feet. I'm talking with my feet. Gonna be talking. And when I hit the floor, well, I'm a talking fool, oh yeah. Everything is cool. And if you catch my drift, now let it rip. 'Cause the feeling can't be beat. When I'm talking with my, I'm talking. I'm talking with my, I'm talking. I'm talking with my feet. Talking with my feet. Gonna be talking. Born in the USA. Born in the USA.
The Super Bowl was born in the USA in the 60s, and here it is 20 years later being seen around the world. It was on the wave of the future then. It's still moving in that groove today, just like the music of the 80s.
Born in the USA. Born in the USA. Yeah. That's the power of love. Don't need money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card to ride this train. Seldom is sudden and it's cruel sometimes. It might just save your life. That's the power of love. That's the power of love. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Everybody cut loose, kick off my Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, haul me off of my knees. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Blues, your blues. Everybody cut loose, kick off my Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, haul me off of my knees. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Blues, your blues. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Everybody cut, everybody cut. Footloose.
Get up on your feet.
All right, now. I want everybody to get up out of their seat and get up on your feet and down. Riding on the skateboard, strolling in the park, yeah. I'm kicking at a football, but it looks like a work of art, yeah. Jamming on the song, jamming on the job. Your new things you can jam while you job. Jamming on computers, I'm driving a cab. Even Frankenstein was jamming in the lab. When you see it, you know. Somehow you know. Let us start the show. And they can jam, jam. Everybody's doing it. Jamming
as our small planet travels through the universe and those of us who live here try to imagine the future, we share Dr. King's dream that we'll be there someday in a world where there's room for every nation, every race, every creed.
We live close together in worlds apart.
And need plenty of room inside our hearts. Need plenty of room.
We share the sky, we share the sun.
We share the world with everyone. Sometime soon that time must come, and there'll be room for everyone. A place to walk and a place to run. Got to be room for everyone.
There be a
Got to be room for everyone. Sometime soon that time must come.
Everybody,
there'll be room
give a little
for everyone. A place to walk and a place to run. Got to be room for everyone.
Everybody,
sometime soon that time must come.
everybody got to have
For everyone. A place to walk and a place to run. Got to be room for everyone. Sometime soon that time must come. There'll be room
a little bit of
for everyone. A place to walk and a place to run. Got to be room for everyone.
There's a place they call tomorrow, somewhere in the regions of our mind. To find the road to get there ain't easy, there's so many different signs. But we've got our hopes and we've got our memories, and a feeling that tomorrow will be made of these. We'll be there. We'll be singing one more song. We'll be there. Even though the road is long. We'll be there. The feeling's growing stronger when tomorrow comes. Together we'll be there. We'll be there.
And a fitting tribute to the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Hundreds of people have worked thousands of hours to bring you this entertainment, but our special thanks go to Lynn Morris and Steve Rakowski from Up With People and Jim Stig of the NFL. The halftime show, and you see the fans themselves involved. In each section, they wave different colored banners, was brought to you by GTE, the telecommunications consultant to Super Bowl 20. We'll be back with the second half after these messages from your local station.
The legend of the incredible man who followed a dream and became Russia's greatest hero, Peter the Great, next Sunday.
Just 1 year ago, Super Bowl Sunday, the Shafaro Company rocked the staid Boston skyline. Out of the dust rises a city within a city. International Place, a bold new business address. As a symbol of the promise of Boston, International Place stands alone. (23-3) is the score at halftime, but it should be 20-3.
The last play of that first half has involved some controversy, Merlin Olsen.
It certainly has. The officials have explained to us that the Bears snapped the ball before it was ready to play. And in the process of doing that, deliberately tried to extend time or extend the play. Now, when it happens, the rule book is very specific. The officials must count 10 seconds off the clock.
It's only 3 seconds at the time.
3 or 4 seconds to go at that time. That means the half was over. But the error was made. The NFL says that when that happens, even though they're wrong, and they have admitted that they were wrong, that they will not take the points off the clock. They are off the scoreboard. So we have a most unusual call. Let's go back and look at that last play. Now again, because the ball was snapped before it was technically ready for play, and here it is. No one is lined up properly on that play. McMahon just trying to do his thing.
Well, this is the play preceding that.
Okay, we'll watch it. Then keep it running if we can. It's the next play where they're trying to get up and get things going here. This is the one. They end up...
well,
if we can.
It's a whole new play. But Keith Van Horn, as you'll recall, came in to hit Marion, who was trying to hold McMahon down. There was a lot of confusion, and the illegal procedure was called against the Chicago Bears.
What they're saying is they rushed in, they snapped the ball. It was not ready for play, not prepared, so they should have counted the time off the clock. In that situation, they were dead wrong.
So the Chicago Bears, as if they needed an extra 3, get 23-3, although the officials admit the error. Now let's go back. Here is the play involved with the illegal procedure. See, McMahon.
We're just going to run it through to where he lines up. Look, he's saying, quick, get up to the line, get up to the line. The ball is not prepared for play here, is what they're saying. You notice the officials are still standing on the line. And that's what the penalty was for. They had to wait until it was prepared for play. It simply was not done. Now, the officials have admitted they blew it, but they can't go back and take the points off the board.
Well, that's kind of a sad situation for them. I know they feel worst of all, but the Bears will take the 3. They lead 23-3. We'll examine that incredible Chicago Bear defense when we return to the Superdome. The Bears leading by 20 at the half.
Great moments in sports are here on NBC.
Our tradition covers the sports world for all the world to see.
So when America watches sports, it turns to NBC.
America loves its sports. America. NBC style. America loves its sports. America. NBC style. America loves its sports. America.
Across the land, a tradition stands of sports and NBC. America loves its sports.
America. NBC style. America loves its sports. America. NBC style. America loves its sports. America. NBC style.
The key to this first half, with the score tied 3-all, was number 95, Richard Dent. He forced 2 fumbles that led to 10 points, and it was the Bears galloping from that point on.
The first fumble he took from Craig James. He literally stole the football. Coming quickly from the outside. Well, that's when I take it back. The first one was by Eason, coming from the backside. Watch him reach inside and pop that football. The football was loose instantly. Here's the second one. He comes in and takes the football out of James's hands. Again, aggressively stripping after that football.
Dent from Tennessee State on his way to the Pro Bowl. He said at one time he didn't know whether he'd play in the Super Bowl. He's not signed his contract this year. He's been unhappy before the Bears.
Bears are glad he's here.
My.
You better believe it.
Those were back-to-back offensive plays for New England. Back-to-back fumbles forced by Richard Dent. 10 points for the Bears. And they have parlayed that into this lead at halftime, 23-3. We'll be back in just a moment.
Once there were 2 bears, a big bear
I'll have a Coca-Cola Classic.
and an even bigger bear.
Give me a case, Coke.
This bear loves the big, bold taste of Coca-Cola Classic, the original. And this bear loves the light, smooth taste of Coke, because it goes down real easy.
How about another? Yeah, another case. Another case? You gotta keep a lot of Coke in the refrigerator.
Coke and Coca-Cola Classic.
Both teams are back in the field. The New England Patriots will get the football first here in the second half.
This is a promise from the people of Holiday Inn.
I promise.
We promise that throughout your entire stay,
I promise.
we are committed to keeping you totally satisfied.
I promise.
And if ever anything isn't right, we'll do all we can to make it right.
I promise.
That's the Holiday Inn Hospitality Promise. It's a promise we keep.
I promise.
For one simple reason.
We want you back. We want you back.
We want you back.
Here's Nissan affordability in the hottest new trucks in 25 years. The hard bodies.
New Nissan trucks, they're built tougher. New Nissan trucks, they work harder. New Nissan trucks, they look harder.
Get the biggest cargo box and most powerful engine of all the leading standard compacts. And get them both in Nissan's lowest sticker price truck.
Fuel injected hard bodies. You need a hard body.
The name is Nissan.
There is a hamburger side, and there is a tomato side. There is Pepe, and there is Mamselle. Ho, ho, ho. En garde, pigeon.
When those that are kept apart finally come together, it's not just good.
It is fantastic.
McDonald's new McDLT.
NBC Sports presentation of Super Bowl 20 is brought to you by Sears. Come celebrate Sears' 100th anniversary. See all the ways we've changed and all the ways we haven't. By McDonald's, it's a good time for the great taste. And by the Coca-Cola Company and your local bottler of Coke and Coca-Cola Classic.
Benefiting.
There's a lot of paperwork here. There's always paperwork when you buy a house. The first one says that you lose the house if you don't make your payments. You probably don't want to think about that, but you do have to sign it. The next says the property is insured for the amount of the note, and you sign that in the lower left corner. This pretty much says that nobody's got a gun to your head, that you're entering this agreement freely. Next is the house is free of termites. Last one says the house will be your primary residence and that you won't be relying on rental income to make the payments. I hope you brought your checkbook. This is the fun part. I say that all the time, though most people don't think so.
Begin with raw steel. Shape it with fire, muscle, and sweat. Polish it to razor-sharp perfection. We're looking for a few good men with a medal to be Marines.
America loves its sports. America. Across the land, a tradition stands of sports and NBC. America loves its sports. America, NBC style.
Don't just ask for a light beer.
Have a light?
Ask them to bring out their best.
A Bud Light.
Bud Light. The less-selling light beer with the first name and taste. Everything else is just a light.
To the thousands of you who tasted them on airplanes and begged us to sell them on the ground, good news. Eagle Snacks Honey Roast brand nuts, those genuine, so good they're patented honey roast nuts, have landed at stores everywhere. From Anheuser-Busch.
Man, you better not come on too strong if you want to take me out tonight. I had enough of Mr. Wrong. I want to be with Mr. Right.
Don't let you-know-what make you Mr. Wrong. Get the right spray.
I had enough of Mr. Wrong. I want to be with Mr. Right. Mr. Right.
From molten steel and a fiery imagination, Nissan forges the most important truck advance in 25 years, the hard bodies. A new line of fuel-injected trucks with the most power of any leading standard compact. Or choose the only 3-liter V6 available in the class. Here's Nissan's widest track, biggest cargo box, and roomiest cab ever.
Hard bodies, you need a hard body.
The name is Nissan.
Get ready for Sunday the Great.
That's creativity.
With a special all-new Cosby Show.
It's a beautiful experience.
It's on Sunday for 1 week only.
Sold.
And on all-new Amazing Stories.
You are the laziest child in 10 counties.
Will Mark Hamill's dreams come true? Then the spectacular premiere of Peter the Great next Sunday.
At UPS, it was never our intention to become a tourist attraction. But every year, scores of efficiency-minded Japanese businessmen show up and ask to tour our facilities. You see, UPS is so efficient, we can deliver next-day air usually for half what other companies charge. Which is why so many Japanese find UPS the most rewarding package tour anywhere. UPS, we run the tightest ship in the shipping business.
You just paid $10,000 for a new pickup. Your neighbor did, too. Your neighbor bought a Duraliner. You didn't. Now, which truck do you wish was yours? Without Duraliner? With Duraliner. Duraliner's the world's #1 selling truck bed liner because you can't find tougher truck protection anywhere. See your truck dealer. Duraliner. The first name in lasting truck protection.
Milk's got the kick that gives you more. Health kick. More nutrition in every pour. Health kick. I'm moving to the rhythm of a brand new day, 'cause the vitamins in milk help me on my way. Kick. So get all the health kick, let it pour. America's favorite health kick. Get all the health kick, milk's got more. Have more milk, 'cause milk's got more.
Tuesday on all-new A-Team. All these rich folks are crooks. Hannibal gets teed off at some high-class crepes.
We caddies are a rough bunch.
Bingo. Tuesday.
Why just have a beer when you can have the beer? Heineken, America's #1 imported beer.
Come to think of it, I'll have a Heineken.
The lover who transformed a backward nation into modern Russia and made a peasant woman a queen, Peter the Great, next Sunday.
We have a problem. They're here. We're here. Why? They're pre-selling better, following up sales better, and still reducing cost. How are they doing this? Look familiar.
Use New England Telephone more than your competition does, and watch what happens.
Eastern claims they earn their wings every day, but unlike New York Air, their shuttle doesn't offer food. It doesn't offer drinks. It doesn't even offer assigned seating. And the seat you do get is 20% less roomy than ours. Of course, Eastern Shuttle does have lots of flights, about 1/3 less than we have. New York Air Super Shuttle service. We clip Eastern's wings every day.
But that's as high as I can go.
Sorry, noted.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Well, maybe we could come down a little bit.
Thanks, but I still can't.
Oh, wait, I'm sure we can work something out.
I'll try another dealer.
Oh, please, no more. It's a deal. It's a deal. Subaru, the New England solution.
Say, aren't you Mr. Softy? Or is it Mr. Nice Guy? Or... Fire diving is a crazy way to make a living. Monday at 7:30.
We have the beautiful lady being restored, and that's the commemorative coin in this, the 100th year of the Statue of Liberty, used on the toss of the coin. It came up for the Bears, and so...
You broke it. They won't give you a new one.
We'll see about that.
When Fred and Raymond Gillette drove all the way to Sears in Rockland to get their hammer replaced, it had been a while.
Say, would you look at that?
Probably don't even sell hammers anymore.
They found a lot of things had changed.
It's this way.
Excuse me, would you like to try some?
What? Oh, you're going to smell pretty. Fred, what are you doing in there? What about our hammer?
But you could still count on Sears.
It's a Craftsman.
Right, Craftsman hand tools have an unlimited warranty.
There.
Just for our records, can you remember when you bought it?
Why, it was December 1942.
That's fine.
It is?
Isn't she a beauty?
Come celebrate Sears' 100th anniversary. See all the ways we've changed and all the ways we haven't.
What'd you buy? Perfume? It's called aftershave.
Why, you own softy.
I have a small business problem. My brother-in-law, Milton, couldn't sell tea in China. So I called the small business experts at AT&T, and they showed us new ways to use long distance to open a whole new territory. What'd you sell today, Milton?
6,000 switches.
Check the inventory. I have a small business problem.
Call AT&T Long Distance Services. We can help. AT&T, the right choice.
NBC Sports presentation of Super Bowl 20 is brought to you by John Hancock Financial Services, meeting today's needs with a broad range of financial products. By Duraliner, the first name in lasting truck protection. And by UPS. Whether it's for overnight delivery of packages or letters, UPS runs the tightest ship in the shipping business.
This is my Uncle Ebenezer, a small businessman who still has his first dollar, his last dollar, and everything in between.
Not true. I just bought a Minolta personal copier. It's inexpensive and it saves money. My copies cost a lot less than they would with most other personal copiers.
So you're getting rid of your old copier?
Darn right. You, out.
The new EP50 personal copier, only from the mind of Minolta.
Some companies rent you a car, and that's it. But Hertz is with you all the way, with customer service representatives to speed you on your way. Computerized driving directions to help you find your way, and 24-hour road service in case you get stuck on the way. So you have a choice for your money. You can rent from a company that just gives you a car, or rent a car that gives you a company. Hertz, you don't just rent a car, you rent a company.
Well, the third quarter earnings report is going to be released tomorrow. Uh-huh. Yeah,
There's a remarkable telephone system called Omni that can actually grow as your company grows, mostly without changing it, but by simply reprogramming it. So you can have the latest telecommunications capabilities, both voice and data, no matter how big you get.
Gee.
No, GTE.
Mildred Taylor. Out of the fighting city of Philadelphia comes one of the most exciting of all the 84 gold medalists. He's impressive. Taylor throws stinging jabs with crisp right crosses. Mildred Taylor battles Rockin' Robin Blake live next Sunday on NBC Sports World.
This life insurance is for your key executives. It has a...
So Northwestern Mutual's done it again, huh?
Yep. Their executive comp life will keep our top people happy. Oh? It's a revolutionary policy. Combines the low cost of term with cash value buildup. And I set the premiums.
Introducing Executive Comp Life, an even tougher act to follow from the leader in whole life, the Quiet Company.
John, can you sell that?
No, only a Northwestern Mutual.
John?
Well, another long-distance bill. A bill should be an important way for a business to collect information. But if it's an AT&T bill, it might only collect dust. Fortunately, there's the billing solution from GTE Sprint. Now you can break down spending by client, location, department, or individual. So you can put that information to work, not into storage. When you've got Sprint, you've got the future on the line.
Introducing an incredible advance in Gillette shaving smoothness. New Atra Plus. The Plus is this unique white strip that releases lubricants as you shave. You never felt anything smoother. New Atra Plus by Gillette, the essence of shaving.
Discover ultimate control. Introducing Dry Idea Aerosol Antiperspirant with far more wetness protection than the leading aerosol. New Dry Idea Aerosol, solid and roll-on. Never let them see you sweat.
Peter the Great, an epic world premiere event about a man who changed the world forever and became Russia's greatest hero.
I'm going to drag you, kicking and screaming if I have to, into the modern world.
An incredible adventure is about to begin. Peter the Great, next Sunday.
This one for Papa Bear, the patriarch of the National Football League. 40 years he coached the Chicago Bears. Another thriller in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I tell you, Dick, I still believe that 2-week wait really hurts the teams. Makes it so hard for them to keep the rhythm that they've established during the season. I don't know that the game could live up to the hype that we as part of the media put on it, but I do wish that there was a way of playing.
This Bud's for all that you do.
They said this city was through. You said, no way.
Each day the spirit's growing. Your pride is really showing. You make America work, and this Bud's for you.
Here's to you. Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
This is Merlin Olsen with a special Super Bowl thanks on behalf of the United Way and the National Football League to all volunteers and contributors from all the people who are being helped. Thanks to you, it works for all of us. The United Way.
This message furnished by the National Football League.
It began as a vision. Became a tradition. America, you'll never be over the hill.